What happens if the Earth stops spinning for just 5 seconds? Right now, you're probably sitting somewhere comfortable. Maybe you're in your room, maybe you're scrolling on your phone, maybe there's a fan spinning overhead, a cup of tea beside you. Nothing dramatic, nothing dangerous, just another normal day on Earth. But here's the terrifying thing. Every single object around you is currently moving at roughly 1,000 miles per hour. Your chair, your house, your city, you. The only reason it feels like you're standing still is because everything else is moving with you. Now imagine something impossible happens without warning. The Earth stops spinning, not forever, just 5 seconds, 5 tiny seconds. And suddenly the quiet room you're sitting in becomes the least safe place in the universe, because while the Earth stops, everything on it doesn't. Let's start at second 0, the exact moment Earth's rotation stops. The ground beneath your feet instantly freezes, but your body, still moving, at around 1,000 miles per hour near the equator. Physics doesn't care that the planet stopped. Momentum is basically nature saying, "Not my problem." Imagine you're driving a car at highway speed. Now imagine the car instantly stops, no brakes, no warning. You fly forward. Now multiply that by about 20 times. Congratulations, you've become a human projectile. People, cars, trains, trees, buildings, everything not firmly anchored deep underground gets launched eastward at hundreds of meters per second. First thing that happens, you become a supersonic missile. Not a great start. But humans are actually the least of the planet's concerns, because the atmosphere has a lot of momentum too. The air doesn't stop spinning, it keeps moving at around 1,000 miles per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. Imagine standing behind a jet engine. Now imagine the entire atmosphere becomes the jet engine, everywhere, at once. The result? Planet-wide supersonic winds. Winds so powerful they don't just knock down buildings, they erase them. Skyscrapers fold like cardboard, forests get shaved off mountains, cities become clouds of debris. The atmosphere turns into a giant belt sander grinding across the planet, and it's doing it at jet speed. People often imagine earthquakes as Earth's most destructive force. This would make earthquakes look like someone aggressively rearranging furniture. Then come the oceans. And the oceans are angry, very angry. Remember, water was moving with the Earth too. When the planet stops, the water keeps going. Imagine carrying a bucket full of water and suddenly stopping. The water sloshes forward. Now replace the bucket with the Pacific Ocean. The entire ocean begins rushing across continents. Gigantic walls of water slam into coastlines. Not normal tsunamis, not even close. These are continent-sized floods. Water climbs mountains, crosses entire countries. Coastal cities disappear almost instantly. Maps become suggestions, and all of this is happening within seconds. The planet has basically entered a brief competition to determine the most creative way to destroy everything. Now let's move into seconds 2 through 4. Oddly enough, things get even stranger. Because Earth's rotation doesn't just make days and nights, it actually changes the shape of the planet. Earth isn't a perfect sphere, it's slightly squashed. Wider around the equator, flatter at the poles. Think of a spinning pizza dough. As it spins, it bulges outward. Earth does the same thing. When the spinning stops, that bulge starts disappearing. The planet begins trying to reshape itself, and gravity starts redistributing things, including oceans, a lot of oceans. Right now, Earth's spin creates a subtle outward force that keeps extra water around the equator. Take that away, and the water starts migrating toward the poles. Entire coastlines would eventually change. Regions near the equator could lose enormous amounts of water. Other regions could drown beneath newly formed mega-oceans. It's like someone tilted the world's bathtub and forgot to tell humanity. Meanwhile, Earth's crust isn't exactly thrilled about this situation. The planet has spent billions of years spinning at a stable rate. Suddenly stopping creates incredible stress. Tectonic plates shift, earthquakes erupt, volcanic systems become unstable, Massive fractures appear across landscapes. It's the geological equivalent of someone grabbing a spinning washing machine and slamming it to a halt. Nothing inside stays calm. Everything rattles. Everything breaks. And remember, we're only a few seconds into this nightmare. Then we reach second 5, and somehow, this is the worst part, because the Earth starts spinning again, instantly, at full speed. No gradual acceleration, no warning, just wham, back to normal rotational velocity. Except now everything gets hit twice. Any survivors somehow clinging to existence experience the same catastrophic momentum event in reverse. The ground suddenly accelerates beneath them. The atmosphere collides again. The oceans surge again. Debris fields become even larger debris fields. Buildings that somehow survived the first event probably won't survive the second. Imagine being inside a washing machine. Then imagine the washing machine is inside another washing machine. Then imagine both washing machines are on fire. That's roughly where humanity is at this point. If anyone survived, the aftermath would be almost impossible to comprehend. Entire cities gone. Transportation networks erased. Communication systems destroyed. Global agriculture devastated. Massive climate disruptions. Dust and debris filling the atmosphere. The human population would likely collapse dramatically. Civilization would be forced to rebuild from the ruins of a world that no longer looks familiar. And all of that happened because the Earth stopped spinning. For 5 seconds, not 5 years, not 5 months, 5 seconds, about the same amount of time it takes to read this sentence. Now look around your room again, the chair beneath you, the walls around you, the floor you're standing on. Everything feels stable, predictable, safe. But that feeling exists because countless physical forces are perfectly balanced every second of every day. Earth spins at exactly the speed it needs to. Gravity holds everything together. The atmosphere moves with the planet. The oceans stay where they're supposed to stay. And somehow all of these unimaginably large systems cooperate so well that you can casually sit in a room watching videos on the internet. We rarely notice how fragile normal really is, because normal feels permanent, but it's not. It's a cosmic balancing act happening every moment beneath our feet. And perhaps the strangest part is this. The planet is currently hurling you through space at tens of thousands of miles per hour, rotating, orbiting, flying around the galaxy. Yet your biggest concern today might be whether your phone battery survives until dinner. That's how perfectly physics is doing its job. And tonight, when you lie in bed thinking you're perfectly still, remember, you're standing on a spinning world moving through a dark universe at ridiculous speeds. The Earth just happens to be kind enough not to stop. For 5 seconds. If you love these exciting facts, don't forget to subscribe to the channel Noob Science and tap the bell icon for awesome facts every week. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.